What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. Taking another run on the temple here, and this time we are using sludge launchers. I've had lots of folks asking about the sludge launchers and their effectiveness here on the temple, and the sludge launcher has been a powerhouse since the day it came out. I don't think that's ever going to change. We are using runed sludge launchers. These sludge launchers are going to be set to special enemy targeting, so we've got it set as special. We are using the sludge pull rune and the entangling roots rune. Now everything in this build is in Lichen King bonus difficulty gear, so you're going to want to be 12k main stat, 6k substats to use this particular build. Now on each core we went with a siren with the siren rune, a spider. The spider is fused, the siren however is not. We've got that root of purity with the rune, and then 2 sludge launchers on a buff beam. Now this does really good. Just one sludge launcher pointed at each of these side lanes does do well. However, you will want to prioritize upgrading those first, as those, it's one sludge launcher to handle the entire lane, so you definitely want to upgrade those. Now we also have 2 plasma defense systems. These are set to air targeting, and they're going to help us out with some of the flying mobs. And then we did the exact same thing over here. Now, when I finished the build, I did have 2 DU left over, so I threw down a healing aura over here as well. And then this is the area where I plan on fighting the boss. But we've got a siren, a spider, a root, ensnare aura. I forgot to mention the ensnares. 2 sludge launchers fully upgraded, and a buff beam. How's this buff beam doing? Buff beam is fully upgraded as well. So I got 2,000 mana left over. Now that I got the side lanes all jacked, we can come into the center here. In the center, of course, you get a little bit of high density traffic. So I threw an electric aura in on the center to help clear out the mobs, along with the ensnare aura. We got the root and a spider. I've got the spider buffed here, that way it's buffing the electric aura as well. And then we're going with 2 sludge launchers on each side. The sludge launchers, of course, are pointed so they're covering the middle lane, and they still have a little bit of a peek into the side lanes for any copter ogres or any enemies that may sneak on down. Let's see, we just slap an upgrade there. Throw a few more upgrades around. Now let's see how it's going to hold up. Now, for doing wave 23 and 24, I did the usual. I sat here AFK on a summoner with boost gemstones, and it did really well, so pretty pleased with that. I am, of course, using my trapping huntress. So this is a builder huntress, not a dedicated DPS huntress. I am using the Ethereal marksman set with a dragoon and a propeller cat. In addition to that, the focus fire rune is just good stuff on the huntress, so you're going to want to make sure you use that. But let's go ahead and fire it up and see how it runs here for wave 25. 23 and 24 went pretty darn smooth. So I'm very pleased with the outcome there. The copter ogres on this lane mainly does tend to get a little closer than I would like. However, just having the 2 plasma defense system does do a pretty decent job at clearing them out. It's not going to like 100% clear the sky for you, but it's gonna really put a big dent in everything that's there. Let's see, we got a little ogre action coming out of this one. Siren bubble for the win. Now, of course, if you don't have an 8/8 siren rune, the siren rune at 1 out of 8 is absolutely fantastic. So any quality of rune is just good stuff for it to give you this reflect bubble. Depending on what quality rune you have, you can just move your sludge launchers in a little closer to make sure they're protected from the bubble there. Looks like we're doing pretty good, though. How are the sides lane? The side lanes? Oh, there's a lichen pushing in over there. Looks like it's getting slapped, though. We got another lichen coming out on the south lane. Let's see how this one does. It's actually getting hit a little bit early, as they do have a little bit of a peek into the spawn there. It's just locked that guy up, so he is basically just parked. Everything else is burning out pretty effectively. The mobs in this main area here, they do push in a little uncomfortably close, but you do have plenty of protection with your siren bubble, and then additionally you do have a root here that's going to give you a little additional slow if they push in too far. Like, we should throw another upgrade on it to make that bad boy a little bigger. The roots do get a very nice bit of range from upgrades, so it never hurts to throw a couple of upgrades into those, that is for certain. And then, as usual, everything I collect on this round, I'm going to dump into this close area. Now, basically, no matter what the build is, the strategy I've kind of used for this one is go weak on the outside lanes, but then spend all of your upgrades into those lanes, and then try to create a powerhouse right here. The reason I do that is just the mob density. Any of my losses, I have had losses come from those cores. However, the majority of the losses I've had do come in directly from the big center area here. So I try to put more defenses here to cover things, to hopefully clear out any of the crap that might roll up. We're just about there. I put that healing aura over there because that's where I plan on DPSing the boss. Now, this is a first attempt with sludge launchers. I didn't do a practice run here first. So, not sure how this is going to turn out with the Temple Guardians. I'm assuming I'm probably going to have to manual kill the Temple Guardians. We're going to have to wait and see here. Of course, with like harpoons, the Temple Guardians just take a ton of damage from the poons themselves. So, in a lot of cases, you don't even have to kill them. They just automate. Right, we got all of our mana spent. About 100 baddies left. Well, let's see how we can do this. I think I'll still start at this lane with the Temple Guardians. Actually, that's going to kind of put me in a bad spot. I'm thinking maybe I should start with this lane and then end up back over here. That way I can be close to my heals. I want to see here. I want to see how the boss goes. I need to go and set up a proper DPS Huntress as well. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to be able to do some sort of fusion defense on her, of course. I think gas traps might be the easiest choice, as they're just going to be the easiest to do a hybrid build of, I think. Alright, a little siren action there. Let's see, let's start off right here and just see how this runs. Right, that one's down. I'm not sure this is the route I wanted to take. I normally am coming over to this area later, so the Temple Guardians are usually in a different spot. Actually, it looks like the sludge launchers are busting them up. Yeah, that one's down. That one's down. The middle one, I'm going to assume that middle one is going to get handled. So let's just come right over to here. Actually, that one's down as well. I can shoot at the middle one as well if I need to. There we go. Boss man cometh. Ooh, missed the jump. Oh, no! Super choke, super choke. Losing control of the movement. Man. I am misjudging these jumps really bad this morning. Good thing I put that heal down, huh? Why am I not doing any damage to him now? Seems like I was missing, or I was out of range or something there. Alright, we finally got him down. Yeah, that was a little bit of a sketchy cycle there on that one. Alright, let's get this guy burned out again. We're going to have to reset our buff here in a minute. Alright, that one's down. Just go ahead and reset the buff now. don't want to get coptered in the head while I'm not looking, so let me come over this way. Copter explosions are not good for staying alive, that is for certain. We got that one down. Let's see, let me just go ahead and put some shots into the middle one too. He's getting busted up, actually. Looks like I'm not... Am I going to make it over there in time? Yeah, definitely got the 4 cycles again from all the derp on the first round. But I think we hopefully will be able to hold up here. Get this guy busted up. Little Jen with the sneak move there. One down. I'm thinking I should probably reset the buff again just to be safe. Let's just do it right here. Bad timing with those kobolds rolling out, but... And we should have our last cycle coming up here. And I think we are in good shape. Yep, there we go. So sludge launchers do good. The sludge launchers are a powerhouse, so even though they cost 7 DU, they still just dish out a lot of damage. You know, they definitely deal the pain. Of course, when you have that rune equipped, they're going to leave the pool on the ground as well. So sludge launchers are some good stuff, no doubt about it. But that will do it for this episode. Thanks an absolute ton for watching. We'll be live here shortly, going with full Twitch integration again today. So feel free to come bring the pain, and I will see you all then. Take it easy.